Welcome back to Tune Into Tarot, and today we'll be doing the Scorpio reading for May 2021, and this is relevant for anyone with a sun, moon, or rising sign in Scorpio. I hope this resonates. So I've started to pull two oracle cards from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. I pull one card in the beginning of the reading, which will indicate the overarching theme of the month, and then I'll pull an oracle card at the end of the reading for any final words of wisdom. So for the first card, we've got the Crown Games, and this says right use of power. So it has to do with leadership and how we are wielding our power, and are we abusing it? Are we using our power wisely? Are we using our status or our position in a way that manipulates others? So those are some of the things we are thinking about this month, Scorpios are. And I'll read from the book what it means, but I think I might hold off on that for just this moment because I want to get into the reading. So the first card of the month, we've got the King of Pentacles reversed, which often will suggest themes around our relationship to money. And sometimes it can indicate that we're so focused on money and accruing and accumulating wealth that we don't really pay attention to any other areas of our life. So we sort of neglect the other areas and just focus on our career or focus on accumulating wealth. And it can create a feeling of, just that we're working so hard that we kind of grind ourselves into a rut. So But one thing that I'm seeing with this card is that possibly we've been existing in a position of power and we're sort of transitioning out of that, not necessarily by choice. Like I kind of see it as we slipped up. Maybe there was a hot mic on and we made some comment that was overheard by the media or someone else in our company or our place of work, and then it got shared to the person it was not intended to, but somehow that rumor got out and now it's coming back to bite us in the ass. Something like that. Like I feel like there's somehow we slipped up in our position of power and it's sort of we're in a position now where we're stepping down from that position, or being demoted, or being fired, or maybe we're witnessing this. Maybe it's our boss that we're watching. We're watching this unfold, where our boss slipped up, and now our boss is getting demoted, or our boss is getting fired, and so that's potentially causing some kind of conflict. Maybe some employees are leaving. Like there are people walking away. If you're in the position of power, you're mismanaging your business, or you're mismanaging your daily operations or the way you handle money, and your employees are not feeling appreciated or valued, then they're walking away. And maybe if you're not the boss, or it's not your business, maybe this is you trying to negotiate with others to salvage, keep people there, keep people in the company. But it doesn't seem very hopeful. With the Page of Wands reversed, this is indicating a lack of motivation, a lack of hope, a lack of passion, a lack of drive, lack of motivation. Like you're feeling depleted, you're feeling ashamed, or you're feeling hopeless. It could be that possibly this is a partner who's like kind of pushing you away, giving you some space to figure out your life if this is your company that's crumbling, or there's something going on within your workplace that's not something you're proud of. Maybe your partner is kind of like giving you some space and distance to figure that out. Or if you're the person within the company, or you're the person that's working so hard and so focused on your career that you're neglecting your family, or you're neglecting your partner, they're not happy about that. They're and they're making that known. They're either walking away, or they're just unhappy, and that's not helping the situation. The hopeful part here is that you do have the Ace of Pentacles upright. So this is a new opportunity. And I see it possibly, well, I'm seeing it that you're either walking away from this former work situation or former situation in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be work, but because we're dealing with pentacles, it feels like it's some kind of project or focus of your life that has to do with accruing money. So I'm going to go with career or work situation. With the Ace of Pentacles upright, it's a new opportunity, a new start. It's fertile ground for you to be planting these new ideas or new seeds. And it seems like it's much more fruitful. It will be much more fruitful and in alignment with who you are. I kind of feel like maybe this former job situation is more along the lines of like something you did just to get a paycheck and not something you were necessarily fully invested in with your heart and soul. But this new opportunity I feel like, the universe is kind of creating this conflict within the work situation. Maybe you asked for a raise and the boss was like, I don't value you. And you're like, okay, I'm out. I'm going to start I'm going to start my own business or I'm going to go to this new company that will value me. And that's more in alignment with who I am on a soul level. So I feel like even though it's hard to kind of go through this shift, or if it is your company that you're losing, you're starting something new, that it's part of your journey and it's for your highest path and highest destiny. And the phrases like rejection is God's protection kind of comes in here, or setbacks are just opportunities for recalibration. It's all for your highest and best good and path. So it might be, hopefully you can take lessons from this former job or this job that you might be walking away from, or that you might be losing or fired, or just realize that you are not being valued at this particular job. And so you're going to go off and find something better suited for you, which is a beautiful thing and necessary. Now, with the final oracle card, we have Empty Well, time to replenish. So you're feeling drained. You're feeling like, this is very much a new start. You're starting from scratch. You've got an empty well that you can either fill up with the most beautiful energy of, love and fill it up with your intentions, your dreams, your energy, zest, enthusiasm, everything good, everything that you want to exude on a daily basis. Hopefully you can put into this empty well. Although if I do read the book, it does talk about how like you don't want to you kind of want to walk away from the empty well and move into, follow the aquifers that are streaming beneath it. Like there are other sources of water or other sources of ways to quench your thirst, or other sources of sustenance that are not this empty well. So maybe the empty well is the job that you're walking away from, and there's other sources, other opportunities that that'll be dropping into your path. So that's wonderful. I do want to read quick from the book. So first I will read the Crown Game. So the right use of power. This is number 8. So it has to do with leadership, responsibility, accountability. There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the Crown Game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amendable to change, or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles. Pick your battles. Use strategy and temper your reactions. Okay, so maybe in this leadership position, you were, reacting in an unfavorable way, or reacting in a way that created a problem where employees left. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. So that's crown games. That's sort of the overarching theme. And then we'll read the empty well, which is 16. So it has to do with nothing here, time to replenish, diminishing yourself for another. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you have experienced, and let spirit guide you to your next destination. That which is this Ace of Pentacles. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, like this former job, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Okay, so these are power dynamics. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. There is a lack of reciprocity, of give and take. The empty well tells you that it is time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help you dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole, and remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert. Okay, so your demotion from this job, or being let go of this job, is a gift. It's a gift because you get this new opportunity that's much more in alignment with where you're going and who you are and your highest path. So receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. So don't try to salvage your position at this old job if it doesn't feel like it's serving you anymore. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. So real quick, I wanted to read the cards as far as more of a love reading versus a career reading, because not every Scorpio is going to resonate with this going on in their job. If you're in a relationship with a King of Pentacles like character who's just so focused on their work and making money and accruing money that they're neglecting you, they are, it creates a conflict. It creates an argument where you can't really negotiate. You can't come to terms with one another. So it can be very heated. It can be a very heated argument, and you're really you snap at each other, and nobody really wins the battle, right? Or no one wins the war. So it's kind of, you're at a stalemate almost, and it creates a situation where there's just not a lot of love and romance and creativity between you. It's kind of a hopeless situation because one of you is not showing up in the relationship as you need them to. But there are other opportunities out there. So it kind of looks like something you need to walk away from. If it doesn't feel like it's serving you, it's not in alignment with what you want in a relationship, then it looks like there's a better opportunity right around the corner at the end of the month. So keep that in mind. I'm trying to think of how else this can play out versus career, love. Those are kind of the main players, right? So hopefully one of those avenues resonates with you. And again, yeah, I just wanted to add that in here. All right, Scorpios, well, that's your reading for May 2021. Please comment below. Let me know how things unfold this month for you. And like this video, share it with any of your Scorpio friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you guys next month. Thanks so much.